welcome into your reading. This is your spooky season reading. I decided to call it spooky season just because it's that time of year where the different traditions and people have different belief systems. So happy Halloween, happy Samhain, happy Day of the Dead, happy whatever other culture tradition that I am not saying because I don't know them all. And then today what we're going to do is we are going to try to connect with your spirit guide, seeing that this time of year, the veil, it's at its thinnest and it's more easy to communicate with the other side. I just wanted to take advantage of this time for everyone to see what spirit guide may or may not come through and talk over these energies that your spirit team may want to discuss, what they want you to know, how they're helping you, how they want you to help yourself. And then we'll go in and pull a couple oracle cards, which oracle cards for the season, of course, and see what comes through there. Okay, so hope this helps. Hope this provides you with some sort of clarity, insight, perspective, truth, validation. And we'll get started. All right, Capricorn. Take a deep breath, get comfortable. What spirit guide is coming through for the Capricorn today, please? Calling in the spirit guide or the spirit team for the Capricorn group that I'm reading for today. Capricorn, what's up with the Capricorn? Who's the Capricorn working with? Or who's working with the Capricorn? Here we go. 10 of Swords. Okay. So this spirit wants you to end something. All right. I don't know what. The spirit is helping you end a cycle and just be done. Okay. There's a lot of transformation going on here as well. And I do think that this ending has, it's like you've seen it coming. And I think that this guide has been helping you prepare for this ending for a really long time now. Throughout the preparation, like it feels as though you know that you're about to go through a major transformation in life in some way. Therefore, how can I, like, you're trying to do it smart. You're trying to do it with this sense of like alignment and equilibrium, trying to make sense of chaos, trying to balance these like circumstances that may or may not be sort of like messing with the quality of your life or with the peace that your life brings or the peace that you want your life to have. Okay. So as things come up that may create drama, that may create chaos, even internal things like belief systems, thought processes, paradigm beliefs, right? Like what you believe about life, what you believe about yourself, like these types of things as well. Maybe when you tend to be negative about life or when you get angry because of certain injustice, right? Like we know that you have a tendency to feel really passionate and strong when it comes to things that are not right, you know? So I think this guide and you both work hand in hand together. I feel like you do connect with this guide. It's not a matter of like, you don't know. It's a matter of like, you do know. And this could be like in your own words, you call on God, you call on spirit. But this is like a form of, right? Like it's an energy that is more closely like down in the physical world with you, if that makes sense. And so it makes me feel like the both of you work hand in hand to overcome some of these things and to reel yourself back in when you find that you're too negative or when you find that you're too passionate or angry or, you know, things like that. And like trying to just do away with anything that is not adding to the quality of life that you want to live, if that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, it's like it's like a shield even. I'm also getting that. I also feel there's something about like you being immune. So I don't know if this is in like physical, literally, I'm getting immune to sickness or immune to something, that like certain things don't phase you. But I'm also getting metaphorically, you could be immune to drama, you could be immune to negativity. Like you've gotten so good at navigating through these low level energies that come through in the form of your environment, social media, family, friends, whatever. And it doesn't phase you the way it used to. Okay. And so you've become immune, right? You can sit in a living room with a group of people gossiping all day and bringing down the energy, but for you it's not gonna, like, you could care less. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's due to a lot of the work you and this spirit guide have done together throughout the years. But this is also happening because the big day's coming. All right, so it not only did it help you change and cope with lifestyle, with your environment, with the world in general, but this is happening because something big is about to go down. All right, and I don't know what that is, okay? And you're prepared. You're prepared to handle it. You're prepared to deal with it and make the best of that situation because of the work that you've done with this guide. All right. And I do feel for some of you, this is a more of a, what is it? Like I'm getting ancestor and guardian angel. So I don't know if it's like, if you speak to a certain ancestor that has passed, or if you have like a specific name for spirit, like privately, maybe you have a name for spirit or something like that. Like it has a name, it has an identity, it feels. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Okay. What is the Capricorn's current situation? Let's get some more information about what they're going through, about what the spirit is helping the Capricorn with. Ooh. Lovers. Yeah. Okay. That helps. Yeah. I mean, okay. So for most of you, you are having to make a decision that relates to a partnership, to a relationship in some way. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, I think I read for the Capricorn not too long ago, like just a general message on YouTube. And it was very much like this. It was like, you want to be in a relationship, you want to feel the things, the feelings that come along with meeting someone and all of that. But at the same time, you want to remain independent, remain single, or you don't want your lifestyle to be impacted in any way by you talking to somebody or bringing a person into your life, right? So it's this back and forth thing, you know, of should I or shouldn't I? Do I want to? Do I not? Choices here. Not enough information. Okay, not enough information for you to make this choice. So I don't know what this is about. At the same time, there's so much good, so much positivity. Okay, the work that you've done to remain positive and balanced and aligned within yourself, it's also coming forth in your external reality as well. Okay, your ability to stay independent, to create a strong, secure foundation for yourself, not just energetically, but physically, like financially, you know, materially even. You are about to receive some really good news. You're about to come across like an opportunity or something like that that is going to give you even more of this independence that you love so much. So this is on its way, but you also have this relationship thing going on over here. And this is where you are not an expert. Okay. You could be an expert in all of this stuff, but over here on this side, this is where you can be inexperienced. Therefore not confident, right? When it comes to business, money, work, school, like doing things for yourself. Yeah, I mean, you have what it takes. You're intelligent. You're confident in your abilities. But when it comes to matters of the heart, relationship dynamics, how to navigate another person and their feelings and their wants and their desires along with your own, not ruin it, not be so cold, trying to be warm, trying to be welcoming, trying to be loving, like all of these things could, like once you start to stack them up and like put them in a line, it's like, oh, right? Like it's too much. It's too much. You could handle a whole list of tasks and all of these responsibilities like nothing. But when it comes to putting a list together of things that come along with relationship dynamics, it becomes overwhelming. But this is why you've done all this work. Okay. A phase is ending. All right. So, and it has to do with something a choice that you have to make with another person. So this could be bringing in another person or getting rid of another person, or just in general, you're already in a committed relationship, but there's decisions and choices that have to be made within the relationship dynamic itself. And you don't feel prepared for that. But this spirit guide is telling you are prepared. We've been working on this. It's time. The 10 of Swords. It's time for a phase to end. We're going into something new and you don't feel prepared. So you cannot fully commit. You cannot fully jump in. All right. Let's go into more information. What does Spirit want you to focus on as it relates to this situation? How can you help yourself, basically? Two of Pentacles. I'm getting right off the bat, like you think that this relationship is a hindrance. It puts a damper on the life that you have cultivated and all the fun you have and all of that. But the Two of Pentacles is making me feel like you don't even know how this person can help and add to the quality of your life. Not take away from it, but have you thought of how they can add to it? It's also making me think of like, I do for you, you do for me. I got your back, you got my back, right? Like your ride or die, your rock, your person that is there no matter what type of energy. I don't know if you feel that way about this person or not. You have the divine feminine, magnetic, receptive power. This spirit wants you to focus on your feminine energy, whether you are a male or a female. And I am getting, like, I'm going to speak off of experience. Okay. So throughout my life, I'm 41. But throughout my life, I was always the more assertive one in relationship dynamics. I was always the one that was in control or, just asserted my power, right? More. And those relationships did not work until I met my partner, right, that I'm with now and that I plan to be with for the rest of my life. But I learned so much about the dynamics between the feminine energy and the masculine energy. Not like in between two people, like the dynamics of this within oneself, right? And how to balance this within oneself. And if you are a woman, right, in a heterosexual relationship with a man, as a Capricorn woman, right, I can easily see how maybe you are more familiar and comfortable stepping into a masculine role. And so spirit is like, step back from that, right? Like allow yourself to receive instead of give. Allow yourself to take a step back and chill while your person does the things. And I know that that's a little difficult, right? And even if you're a male, you know, that is in the masculine energy, whether like doesn't matter like what type of relationship you're in, but taking a step back and allowing your partner to show up and rise up to the occasion, allowing your partner to have a little bit of responsibility or show you, you know, that they can do for themselves, right? Like maybe by you seeing what your partner is made of, and that's what I was getting right off the bat with the Two of Pentacles, like they can meet you where you're at. You just don't know that because maybe you don't let them because you're too masculine, male or female, right? And so this is like, take a step back, allow yourself to be loved, allow yourself to be admired, allow yourself to be worshiped, allow yourself to be catered to, you know, trust the person, and see where it goes, right? And maybe by you doing that, this can evolve and this Two of Swords can dissipate, because the Two of Swords is like the back and forth, the mental play between like, should I do this? Should I not do this? And so therefore it brings stress. It brings just this like unbalanced state of mind. So yeah, I mean, I think that this spirit wants you to feel like you can be loved and admired and catered to, and focusing on that, focusing on taking a step back and receiving, okay, instead of doing and giving, and attracting, right? Like it's, if you're single here, and you want to attract the Lover's card, a relationship, the Lover's energy, being more sensual, you know, being more nurturing, being more compassionate and sensitive, right, can maybe attract what you're looking for. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. This became a love reading, but for whoever needs to hear this, your spirit guide is helping you in the love department. Okay. And how is the spirit helping the Capricorn through this situation? Well, it's helping you see what you need to let go of. Some of you need to let go of like stop holding a grudge. Okay, if you're in a committed relationship, you holding the grudge is not going to help make the relationship dynamics any better. The Justice card has no bias, okay? So depending on how you have shown up and the choices and the actions that you've made so far and how you've treated others, how you've treated yourself, it's all coming through. It's culminating right now. It's going to reach its high point. And that's what I was saying. Something big's about to happen. There's a big change that's coming up. The Justice is here to facilitate that change. And it's going to force you to release control. It's going to force you to let go of the things that you've been holding on to, whether that's physically or metaphorically. Okay. You will have no choice but to be receptive and open to help. Okay. The spirit guide is stronger than I initially thought. The spirit guide is literally cultivating and working on things behind the scenes to make things happen, to show you, like, not even show you, to put you in a situation where you have no choice. Okay. All right. If spirit wanted to tell you anything, what would they say? Could be about this or anything else. Ooh, Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion. Priestess, mystic, teacher. this is making me feel the divine feminine energy. If you have not woken up to this yet and started this process of connecting with your divine feminine energy within you, I feel like this is starting to happen now. Coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Heck yeah. This is like manifestation stuff, right? This is how you create a vision. This is how you create a feeling even, and bring it to life into the physical world. Your mind and your heart have to be in the same place. You can think to yourself all day long that you want to do something specific, and you can think about it. But it's not until your heart matches the frequency of that thought that you will start to create. Okay? Your heart has to catch up with the mind. And I feel that strongly here for you right now. You have a vision of what you want this relationship to be, how you want to be loved, the life that you want to live with a partner, whether you're in a relationship or not. You have a vision. You want it all. You want to be independent, financially successful, and you want to have an equally independent and financially successful partner who loves you and who you love, right? And you think this way, but the feeling of it needs to catch up to the thought. So that way you can start to create it and attract it, right, with this feminine energy. I do think that the sisterhood of the rose for most of you has to do with getting together with people who are in their feminine energy, even if it's not like legit coven, legit witchcraft or whatever, even if it's just hanging out, social environment, right? Getting your girls together or guys, but people who love each other and who are caring and have good hearts. And at the same time, there is this sense of sensuality and beauty and creative energy, for fertile energy, like all of these words, right? Like, get these people together and hang out with them. Okay, this is what this card is making me feel. Hang out with these people so you can not only start to work on the internal and feeling this energy internally, but attracting it externally. Okay, so the Oracle of the Witch, let's see what's up with this Oracle. What does Capricorn need to know or do during this Halloween season? What kind of exercises or witchcraft techniques are good for the Capricorn at this time, if they choose to do any? Witches of the craft, right? Like, work with the elements, summon up your power, your feminine power. The feminine also has to do with the dark. All right. So there's something about that, like feeling the power, the depth of your power coming from within you, because inside of you is dark. And I mean that from a literal perspective, like inside of our bodies, unless, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but I could imagine like if we can look inside of our body, there's no light in there. So I don't know why I was saying that, but like the darkness, the power within your belly, the power within your core, bring it out, you know. What else? Apples. To taste, one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. Swallow your pride is what I'm getting here. You don't have to tell anybody you're doing it. You could just practice this loving, nurturing, feminine energy. See how it feels. See what happens, right? Do some sensual, feminine, womanly, girly stuff on Halloween night and put the intention out there. Okay? You'll see how it will come to light if you do it with all of your heart. All right, Capricorn. Well, that's your reading. Hope you have a fun, exciting, spooky season. Be safe. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.